Welcome everyone. My name is Gina Bender and my husband Ed. We're glad you're here today and joining us for the Saturday Quick Start training. Today is Saturday, March 16th, 2019. So we've got an exciting program for you today, and we're going to go on and get started. So we put together a slideshow that we'd like to share with you. So let me get that up for you. Okay, so we're getting so close to the conference. We thought we should talk about some of our upcoming events and our Empower Conference that is set to launch May 2nd through 5th. So as you know, Victory Nutrition has been putting together with the corporate team some victory tours, and those are set to launch this month, the month of March, and we'll have a couple of stops here in North Carolina and also in South Carolina. And then we're going to go from North Carolina, we're going to go up to Virginia and up to Pennsylvania. So this is going to be a great opportunity for you guys to reach out to people that you know, people you love and care about in those areas, and build, to get those people to the events. And Ed always says, load them up in the car, bring them. 100% of the people that you bring will show up. So we're going to go to the first event, which is going to launch it in March. And so I want you to mark your calendar. Now, if you have a smartphone, once we have this information up, you may want to just take a snapshot of it with your phone. That'll help you to remember. I know I have people email me and they'll want to know, I didn't get the notice, or, where do I find it? This will be a quick, easy way for you to remember where this event's going to be. So our first one is going to launch on Thursday, March 21st. That's next Thursday, and Ed and I will be hosting it. So we're really excited about that. And we're going to start at 7 p.m. And our special guest, if you don't know, is going to be our founder and CEO, Bill Downs, as well as our president and COO, Jeff Hooks. Kim Downs will be also traveling with us, so if you haven't had the opportunity to meet Bill and Kim, as well as Jeff, this will be our first kickoff event, so we're really excited about that.
And I do believe they're going to have some product available at the events also, so if you want to pick up some extra products, it'd be an excellent opportunity to do that.
Yeah, absolutely, and if they pick it up, they don't have to pay the sales tax, so that always makes it nice as well. Okay, so what we're going to do is at 7 p.m. we're going to have a product and business presentation, and that's going to last about 45 minutes to an hour. We'll have a break, probably about a 30-minute break, and you'll be able to pick up products at that point, sales aids or whatever, and, meet and greet with some of the leaders and people who are there attending, and as well as the guests. And then we'll start promptly at 8:30, and we'll have a V&I product and business teaching and training. So make sure you plan for these events. Again, our first event is going to be held at the Hilton Garden Inn, that's Charlotte North. And if you're familiar with the Charlotte area, it's close to North Lake Mall. There is a Bob Evans in front of the Hilton Garden Inn. So, plan on coming out early, bring some guests, and maybe you want to fellowship and, have an early dinner, and then, head over to the hotel. So we're going to have a good time. Our number is on the bottom of the screen. So if you have any questions about this event, please, reach out to us.
And if you're not in Charlotte, if you know people in Charlotte, send them to the meetings. Those are your prospects at the meetings, and we'll treat them just as if they're our prospects at the meetings. We really want people from all around that are on the calls and are participating in V&I to send people to these meetings, even if you can't be present yourself.
Yeah, we'll take care of them for you. We'll get them in the system and register. Okay, so we're going to move from that event to our next Victory Tour event, which is going to be held on Saturday, March 23rd. And so that's going to be 2 days after the Charlotte event. So we're going to head down there on Friday and meet with our host, TJ Dillingham, who's building a successful V&I business in the South Carolina area, as well as across the U.S. and Canada. And that event is, as I mentioned, is going to be on Saturday. So this is going to be a morning event. We'll start at 10 a.m. We'll have the V&I product and business presentation. And again, we'll stop at 11. We'll have a 30-minute break. And then we'll move into the product and business teaching and training at 11:30. That event's going to be held at the Comfort Inn. And again, that's in Clemson, South Carolina. So we want you to also invite as many people as you can to this event. So that's going to be a fun event. Again, TJ Dillingham is our host for this event. So you can reach out to TJ if you have any questions.
And be sure, if you're not from South Carolina, but you do know people in that area, get them to the event. We'll take care of them again.
Yeah, one thing I want to mention too is we pulled a report the other day and we sent it to, we sorted it by city and state. So you may want to do that if you've already started building and you've got quite a few people on your team. You can download your organization through your back office, and you can sort by city and state, and then that way it helps you to remember who you have in those areas. And start reaching out to them now, because we're starting to get into a busier season. Spring's just around the corner. People are already thinking about taking vacations and all. So you want to give your prospects enough time to plan for these events. So again, that's going to launch next Thursday and March 21st, and then next Saturday, March 23rd. So we hope we get to see you all there. Okay, then what we're going to do is after we launch these March events, we're going to have some April events. Again, this is going to be with our founder and CEO, Bill Downs, and his wife, Kim, as well as Jeff Hooks, our president and COO. And so we're all going to be on the road traveling. So we want to see you, bring some new people with you out to these events. So the one we're going to launch first in April will be on Wednesday, April 10th. That's going to be in Reston, Virginia. Lisa Turner is building a successful business up in the Virginia, DC, Maryland area, as well as across the U.S. And Lisa's done a phenomenal job. Her sponsor is Cynthia Sauer, who is going to be our special guest speaker a little later on in the program this morning. But, mark your calendar for Wednesday, April 10th. Again, this event will have a meet and greet at 7 p.m. And we'll start promptly at 7:30 with a product and business presentation, which will last about 8:30. We'll break again, and then at 9 we'll have a product and business teaching and training.
That one's a little bit later. The reason being is traffic in that area is a little bit, can be a little bit heavy. So be sure to plan extra time for that event. Yeah,
absolutely. And again, that event is going to be held at the Reston Chamber of Commerce in Reston, Virginia. And the host, again, is Lisa Turner. Her number's on the screen. So again, if you have questions about any of these events, feel free to reach out to Ed and myself. We'll be glad to get this information to you. My email is onthepathtovictory@gmail.com. I know the company is doing an awesome job of getting the information out about these events, but if for some reason you can't find your email, reach out to us or to your sponsor upline, and we'll get this information to you. But it's real important, guys, if you're going to build a successful business, you need to build from event to event. And this is going to help you shorten your learning curve, as well as the brand new people that you bring on into the business. So just keep that in mind. That's what's important.
And I want to stress that, all events aren't like this event. This event is a special event, but, our calls are special events. Our Saturday trainings are special events. Our Thursday night calls are special events. So realize that event to event doesn't just mean these presentations. This Saturday event is an event that you can invite people to, especially people that are in the V&I business, but there are many events going on all the time.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so we're going to move on, and the reason you want to build for these earlier events is because Well, I forgot to mention this one. We've got one more event that's coming up in April, and that is going to be Thursday, April 11th. So the 10th is Rest in Virginia. Thursday, April 11th is the Bird in Hand event. And our host is going to be Carolyn and Stanley Schrock, and they live actually in Bird in Hand, Pennsylvania. And of course, Bill and Kim and Jeff and Ed and I will be at this event as well. This event is starting a little later in the afternoon also. It's going to be at 6:30 p.m. It's a meet and greet. And we'll start promptly at 7 with the V&I product and business presentation. And then we'll break at 8. And then we will do a teaching and training short business overview for those who want to know more on how to share the Victory products with others, as well as, you know, earn thank you checks. And this is going to be held at the Bird in Hand Fire Company in Bird in Hand, Pennsylvania. And again, our host is Stanley and Carolyn Schrock. So, you know, feel free to reach out to Stanley and Carolyn if you have any questions about the location. And, you know, again, the key is to build fast, get as many people to these events. As Ed mentioned, even if you can't be there, you know, send people to the events. Do let us know that you sent people there. We will have applications in hand. We will get them in the system, and we'll help them while they're there and move them to the next level. Okay, so what we're really excited about this year is you know, every year Victory has a super yearly conference. And this year it's actually going to be held in Charlotte, North Carolina. And it's called the Empower Conference 2019. So this will empower you. The reason you want to build for these earlier events is because you want to get people to this national conference. We do this yearly. I know Suzanne, who's head of our digital marketing, has been doing a phenomenal job of helping us, you know, get the message out and putting together some videos and things that we can share the message, you know, with you. This is going to be held May 2nd through May 5th, so go on and mark your calendars. That's a Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. You can leave on Sunday or hang out with us. We'll be meeting with a lot of the people who are just, you know, who are deciding they want to hang over an extra day or two. So we want to see you there. There's going to be some exciting new things that will be announced at this conference. New tools and training and things that you'll be able to use. This is the event for the year, so this is the main event you don't want to miss. It's going to be held in Charlotte at the Renaissance Hotel, and tickets are available in your back office. So, you know, if you're not familiar, if you're brand new, you do have your own Victory Nutrition website, which is vni.life. / and then whatever your username is, or you might use your ID number to get to your personal site. So if you're brand new, and I know we have some brand new people on the line, I want to do a shout out to Bernard. He's one of my personals that registered this week. So Bernard, thanks for joining us, and, you know, reach out to me and I'll help you get some tickets ordered if you can make it to this awesome event. So what we want to do now is Ed and I want to share with you the video that Suzanne put together to give you an idea of how exciting this event's going to be. Okay, so that's going to be an exciting event, and we want to see you there. Again, you can order tickets through your back office. Now, many of you don't know, but Ed and I live here in Charlotte, North Carolina. We've been here 3.5 years. We actually were living in Newbern, North Carolina, which is on the East Coast, when we launched the company in 2014. And, you know, life changes and things happen, and we were blessed to be able to end up in Charlotte. And this is such a great place. There's lots of things here to do. So, you know, you might want to plan an extra day or two if you've got children. I know we have, you know, some leaders on the team that have, you know, children. We've got Carowinds close by. We have, you know, we have a nice zoo. We have aquarium. There's just a lot to do. One of our favorite places that Ed and I like to visit, I'm going to share with you. It's a short video, but it's a great place to bring kids. So we're going to share that with you, and then we'll move on to the training. Okay, so that's one of the fun things that you can do here in Charlotte, North Carolina. That's the U.S. Whitewater Rafting Facility. We have people from the Olympics that come here. It's the largest man-made whitewater rafting facility in the world. It's literally 4 miles from Ed and my home. So we enjoy going over there. You can bike, you can walk, you can do the whitewater rafting. And I'm going to have Ed share with you real quickly one thing that he did that I would never do, but he did.
Well, there's a lot of things there I like to do, but one thing I did do was the zip line. And when I tell you about the zip line, it's about 120 foot in the air when you walk off the tower. So it's quite exciting. Now, I skydive for fun, or half skydive for fun, so it's really not a big deal to me to jump off a tower at 120 foot. When you climb out of planes at 7,000 or 8,000 foot, 120 foot doesn't seem, but it's exciting to do. And you zip line for about 300 yards in one direction, 900 foot, and then about 200 yards in the other direction. So it's a pretty wild ride, and I've had a lot of fun doing it. So
yeah,
I invite you to come down and do that.
Yeah, Ed had a blast doing it. I prefer to keep my feet on the ground and not have any broken bones or anything. So I'm not a very adventurous type person, but I do love to go there and walk and enjoy the scenery and all. There's great food there. So again, that's very close to the hotel. It's probably about a 10-15 minute drive at most. So there are things you can do. So you might want to plan, like I said, an extra day or two when you come down. You know, invite some of your team members to stay an extra day and, you know, fellowship and have some fun together. That's what we're about, is, you know, having fun as well. So we're going to move on and talk about building for success. If you're brand new, you know, that's our goal for you. If you're going to share this with others, then we want you to have a successful victory business. So it's really simple to build a victory business. The first thing we want you to know is you've got to use the product. get on a monthly subscription. That way you don't run out of product. You're not having to call your sponsor upline or the company and get more products. Now, my favorite supplement is the Protovite.
Can you see that?
Yes. And the Brain Reward. So those two I love. And, you want to pick your product of choice. I know we have a lot of people that use the Protovite and the Insorb. I use all the products, but I'm religious about using my Protovite and Brain Reward first thing in the morning. So get on a monthly subscription, and then you want to share the products with others. So we have tools that make it easy for you to do. We have product samples. We have literature. We have videos. The company recently, I know Suzanne put together a newsletter, which is awesome because we do have a lot of reps that do not have, computers. And so we have this newsletter that you can use and give to people who don't have access, to a computer. And so learn to use the tools, with modern technology, with cell phones. You can send a text message. You can send a live blood cell video. You can send any of Bill's short videos on the Protovite and the Brain Reward and the Insorb. And also, we want you to teach others how to use and share the products. You have to take responsibility for your business. Ed and I have so many hours in the day as well as you do, so we work with those who are raising their hand and saying, hey, teach me how, show me how to build a successful victory business. We're a very product-driven company. Our mission is to help people to become beacons of health, hope, and abundance, but we do have, people from time to time after they've been on the products for a while that will raise their hand and things change and they say, hey, I'm ready to get started. I want to build a business. So, reach out to us. If that's you, we're here to help you shorten your learning curve and help you build the business.
And realize what Jeff's always said, that there, 92% of the company is really product users. So in my opinion, product users are the primary part of the business, or one of the primary parts of the business. Is there an income opportunity? Yes. But a lot of people just want to use the product, and our best partners are the ones that started with the product first, learned that the product worked for them, and then said, hey, can I make a business out of this, or is there an opportunity to earn money out of this? And of course, the answer is yes.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll move on to the next slide. I'm really excited because this young lady I have worked with now for the past year. She's one of those people that just grabbed the bull by the horns and started running with victory and has just been very successful. She's one of our top emerging leaders in the world of V&I. She is building a phenomenal and a solid business. Her name is Cynthia Sauer, and there's a picture of Cynthia. She's going to be coming on live. Just to show you some of the things that Cynthia does, she's reached the rank and the pin level of director with V&I, and as I mentioned, she's a top emerging leader. She also is a wife. She has 4 children. She also homeschools her children. She's a nurse. She's also a teacher and an entrepreneur. And this lady lets no grass grow under her feet. She's one of the hardest working people that we have in the company. So Cynthia, I'm going to ask you to come on. All you'll need to do is unmute your audio on your phone. In fact, Cynthia's traveling today, so she's going to be joining us by her cell phone.
And smile.
And she's very beautiful, so I love having Cynthia on.
Okay, can you see me? Okay, hey folks, how you doing? So, wow, I really just want to speak into Brandon's business. Is that the new guy you just enrolled?
Bernard.
Bernard, I'm so sorry. Bernard, just like Bill, right? Anyway, so Bernard, listen up, get a pen and a paper. I think when you can become very personal with individuals, then you'll have success. So I have so many thoughts going through my mind right now. I want to talk about 3 things, and that is going to be, 1, how to promote and get people to these events. You know, we're having these leadership events and the company's investing money to do it. And we're a family. So we want to make sure that this event is well attended. And that goes without saying. But my job today is to help you understand how to get people, traffic, eyes, ears on the information. And that starts, as Gina said, prior to the event. Aside from knowing that that has to start beforehand with tools, it starts with you. And so your belief in this product and your belief in your own abilities, so your own leadership development, self-development is going to help you to take the things that we're telling you out there and activate them. We could tell you all day long what to do. If you don't do, then it's not going to work. So you have to do.
Okay.
And so what I want to share with you is a couple of things that you can do in order to make you successful. So number one, no matter what you are trying to get the person to understand, because you want to give people information so that they can make a good and solid decision for themselves, either to use the product or to say, wow, this is so great, I need a lot of it, therefore I'm going to have to figure out a way how to get it for free. That might be some person's goal, and that was my goal. So I got started because my son needed the product. It was working for him, and I thought, wow, the amount he needs, I'm going to have to figure out a way to get this for free. I have never paid for a product. You know, the first couple I bought, but then immediately I saw, hey, if this is a good thing for me and it's a good thing for Chris, I need to tell people about it. So that's what I did. And in 46 days, Bernard, I became a director, not even knowing anything really about the comp plan. I just was sharing and sharing and sharing. And that was 46 days. And I tell you that not to encourage you, that if you share from the heart and you know you have something powerful, which we do, then you're going to go out and share. You're going to frame what you have. What do I mean by frame? You might have an amazing picture and it's not in a very good frame. So people aren't going to really look at it and go, wow, that's something incredible. But when you put the matting and the right finish and you put the glass, people go, wow, that's a really nice painting. You know, it isn't kind of, you know, just aside, just pin it up with a couple of tacks, you know, you have framed. So we frame not only our product, but we want to frame speakers and individuals like Jeff Hooks. Okay. We frame people the right, giving people the right reasons to look at that person, their credentials, testimonials, which leads me to the testimony. So, Bernard, you need to set a 1-week goal on what your testimony is going to be, because you've already put down some investment into this business. And maybe you got started with a top package. Maybe you got started with the 130, get in where you fit in. But if you were smart and you did start with the top package, your question is, how am I going to break even on this top pack? Because today I have my business hat on, okay? So if I'm helping you to break even, I want to show you, you need a testimonial for the product, but also for how you were able to earn back that money. And so by learning a few key things on how to frame a video, you know, and frame testimonials, you'll be able to get people's ears perked up and say, you know what, I need to really dig deeper. I really need to buy this product. So here's how it works for me. I build trust with a person. I find a need that they have. For example, I had a woman, her name is Lori. And Lori I met through one of my Facebook groups. It's a conservative group in Loudon, Virginia. She had made a post that she was going to the doctor. She was really worried. And she shared some personal things, which I won't say here. But immediately I private messaged her. And I said, Lori, we've never spoken before. But because we're in the same group, I said, Lori, I texted her, it's Cynthia. I have some information for you. It could really bless your life. Here it is. And I just sent it. Oh, no. I didn't send it first. I built that relationship. So I was talking to her about eating right and what was going on. I said, call me. I gave her my number. We started to build that relationship. P.S. Later on, in about 2 weeks, I ended up sending her videos. And she was like, wow, this is really great. So yesterday or the day before, she orders. Okay. She just went straight to the website. She said, how do I get this stuff? It's really amazing. I need to introduce you to my other friend. She has 2 kids that have problems. So right away, I gave her reasons to want to watch this video. And building that relationship is key. I cared about her. I knew what I had would work for her. I showed it to her, led her where she really needed to go. And then she started asking me questions. So for you, Bernard, you need to figure out, what is your first goal? Is it, now we have a new comp plan, so I don't really have everything in my head, but we have, member, you have to become a manager, an executive manager. And so figure out on that sheet what it is based on what you bought, how many people you need to bring on, and then you need to start in the numbers game. You need to expose a lot of people and let them make their own decision. What we have is absolutely amazing. It's the same with the convention. If you want your business to thrive and grow, you're going to want to glean testimonials from people at convention. Now, I would highly recommend that when you got a little notebook and you start interviewing people. So you learn how to interview, you learn how to find strengths and desires of people that are out in the public by doing it in a safe environment at the Victory Conference. So you can get there early and you, hey, why did you get started with VNI? Or find out a little bit about someone. Where are you from? What do, ask your questions on with 6 testimonials that you can use when you start talking to people with something that
You're going out just a little bit, Cynthia.
I think we've lost
Move
okay, is that good?
Yeah, that's great.
Okay, so, someone from Maryland, Terry Tillman, okay, she had a son, and then you just start telling this story, but you don't know the stories unless you go and get them. So what I've done for my team is, our team, is I've interviewed people. When they started having great testimonials, I thought, wow, people need to hear about this on my team. So that's what I did, and we recorded them. And I share them as I see fit, because I don't want, certainly the company, we need to do things that are not going to damage the company. So there's certain things that we need to say and not say. But, when you have someone that's having amazing results on this product, that's what's needing to be shared. So the testimonial is so important, the story of how you got started. And this is why Jeff's always talking about, use the product, share the product. Well, if you don't have your own testimonial, you're not going to 10 feet tall. But when you do, you're going to start to grow some wings, and you're going to be able to say, hey, I have people like, excuse me, pardon me, I kind of have something you look at. No, you're going to know if you have something that right down to your mitochondria.
You locked up a little bit, Cynthia. So take about a 2-second break, and I want to make a comment real quick on what you said about the testimonials. You can let people know when you're sharing the testimonials. Okay. This is nutrition that gets in, and it gets in at the cellular level within 5 minutes. And also, I always let people know too that, our products aren't intended to diagnose, treat, cure, prevent disease. These are supplements, but they work extremely well, and they're backed by science. So if you're watching this for the first time, keep that in mind. That's what sets us apart from other companies, is we have the science. Right now, we have to date 43 clinical studies, and Bill's passion is science and research. So more studies is going to continue on these supplements, and we're changing lives every day. We have the science, we have the protisome technology. No other company in the world has protisome technology, which allows all the nutrients to get in within 5 minutes or less. So you can continue Cynthia, I think you're doing a wonderful job. What else? Have you got anything else you'd like to share?
So I don't know what happened because I was gone, but what I want to say is frame your video. I send videos via text. I send little checking in with you. How are you feeling today with my customers? You're going to want to continue to stay in contact with people, but you want to make sure that you're framing not only your products, but your opportunity if that's what you're trying to build. And some of you are.
So what do you do with follow-up, Cynthia? How do you follow up with your people?
My people that I'm trying to help get on the product, I just send them a little, sometimes I'll just, I make an appointment, I'll get on, and if they have questions, then immediately I'll put them on with Gina. Not because I can't do the close myself, but because they need to see that there's a team. And then I'm edifying Gina, or I'm framing Gina, and that helps me. There's strength in numbers, okay? If you have profit sharing with a company, I'm building your business. Michael Saletti's building your business. We're all building it. People who got in 4 years ago are building it for you, because once you have profit sharing, you're able to dip your hand in the pocket of the bigger purse, the bigger amount of money that we're collectively bringing into the company via our great product. It's all based on the product. So, but what I want to say is that I ask questions. What did you like about what you saw? Tell me more about that. Are you willing, if I could show you a way that you could make the extra $500 and stay home with your kid, are you ready to get started? Would you be willing to try? Willing is the key word, though. A person has to be willing. And I hope that you grab that word and start asking, if I could show you, and then fill in a blank, would you be willing? And lead them where you want them to go. So if I want them to try the product, I would say, if I could show you a way that you could help to ease the pain of your, whatever the thing is that they're trying to work through. Like for me, it was rheumatoid arthritis. Now, again, you don't want to say that we're going to cure that, but why would a person get on a nutraceutical? Because they want better health. So if I could show you how to help your health, would you be willing to try for 30 days? Would you be willing to try for 90 days? Would you be willing to go on the auto delivery because you can save money? Okay. This is what you need to know, asking those questions. And then duct tape. Once you ask the question, wait for the answer. If you keep talking after you ask the question, then they're not going to be able to answer. Well, yeah, I'd be willing. Great. And great is a great word. Let me just tell you, great is great. When they answer, yes, I would be willing, you go, great. And then you immediately start to get them enrolled. Now, I do everything by paper because I want things to be seamless, because confidence is what builds this business, okay? Having confidence and conviction will pay you incredible amounts of money and will give you incredible amounts of results for the people. So if you're looking at just my reward is getting, the 10 million people on the product in 10 years with Bill Downs, okay, that's one of my goals, to help what Bill's vision is. And so I have to do that and say, well, my goal is I want this person to feel better. And I need to be convicted about that. When I'm convicted, then the person's going to have trust. Okay. So it's really, quite simple. Be convicted by using the product, frame your videos, frame your people. And there's something I want to frame right now, and that is the convention. If you really want to be a leader in this company and you feel called to do that, then you must buy a ticket to convention. There's just no two ways about it. Bite the bullet. No excuses that you can't afford it. You have to be there. And the reason why is because these events change lives. You're going to be able to meet Gina, Ed, Jeff, take pictures with them. That builds your credibility as well, if you can. Because when someone says, well, I know Donna Morrow, and they can show a picture with Donna, then it's like, yeah, that person had the leadership to be there where the information was and bring it back to the field. If you're not there, you're really cheating yourself and your kids and your family if this is what you want to do for your bread and butter. Okay? Really, you must be at a convention. so that you can meet Abner and the whole Amish community, Linda King. When I went to the first event, it really showed me the heart of Victory. And it was down in Williamsburg. They were running a promotion at that time. And so if you attended the event, we were able to do a promotion where we could double our dollar for dollar that they were doing. Remember that promotion they were doing? So if you earned $1 in this promotion, they would double it to 2 if you went to the event. So they were helping you to earn your ticket, which was great. And we'll do other promotions like that, I'm sure, in the future. But the point is, the company wants you to come, so they're going to help you to do that. And they've made it very reasonable. We have rooms for $99. Find some friends, set a goal. I've set a goal to have 10 partners there. And we already have, I think we're almost there. So if you want to beat my goal, go set a goal and promote that event, but you need to build value for that event. What is going to happen at this event and what's going to happen at the leadership events? Anyone who comes to leadership events that we're having up to the convention is, even at the last minute, is going to want to buy a ticket. And they might even want to bring a whole team. You don't know. So promote the event that TJ Dillingham is doing and that Lisa's doing in that area. Find people in that area and say, hey, here's something you should look at. I want to know if you find value in this. Give me your opinion on it. And hey, if you want to meet the biochemist and you want to meet the president, they're going to be 45 minutes from you, an hour from you, 5 minutes from you. It'd be a crime to have Bill come to your town and not go there. And that is how I met Bill in January. I went to an event that he was doing. And when I got to really meet Bill and Kim, that was the first time I really knew about Victory anyway. It was the very first exposure. It was a live event. And they kept coming back. So it's about 11:40 now. You really need to create a story for yourself, figure out what that's going to be, a testimonial for the product, a testimonial for, in the first week, I was able to. And this is how I trained Annette Collins and Cynthia Rose. I took them and said, look, you have 48 hours to get this done because you joined at the end of the month. I do not want all that volume flushing. So let's get hopping. And they were like, okay. And they just started telling friends. So kudos to Annette, kudos to, Cynthia Rose, Lisa Turner. She's amazing. That woman, Lisa is the tops. She got an award. And I hope that you find Lisa for yourself for the Beacon of Hope Award. She had the most people that were put into the company in a very short time period, which means I think she has like 3% of the company or something. There's a testimonial for you right there. Okay. If you want to have that 90-day run of getting profit sharing, then set a goal. And it's a little overwhelming at the beginning. So make sure that you're partnered with your success coach, because they can help you to shave off time and say, do this, don't do that. Don't waste any time. Make your list, get your resources together, and expose people because you love them. I'm going to throw it back to you, Ed and Gina.
Okay, thank you, Cynthia. Wow, what a great training. That was the training within the training, so it was super.
I'm going to sign off. I'm at the Starbucks, and I pulled over to do this, so I hope it turns out well. And I'm sorry for my scratchy throat and talking too fast, but that just kind of happens if you're Italian. So
that was great. Thank you for taking time, Cynthia, out of your schedule this morning to join us.
It's my pleasure. Thank you. Love you, Ed.
Love you, honey.
Okay, bye.
Okay, guys, so Cynthia is just all excited. So we're going to switch back real quick. We're going to go back to the screen share, and we're going to talk real quickly. We're going to wrap up quickly, but we're going to talk a minute about you getting started with Victory Nutrition. Again, we want you to have a successful start and a successful business. So when you first get started with Victory, you're going to bring people on either as a retail customer, a preferred customer, or as partners. And we're going to talk a little bit too about the engagement bonus, and we're also going to talk about the fast start bonus. So this is my sheet that I love to train with. I do this not only with our partners, but I've used this to help teach some of our healthcare practitioners. I know one of our leaders, Denise Blankenship, and I did a 30-minute training this week with one of our health partners. And this is a neat way to share how you can earn income when you first get started. So let's say you share this with someone, or they just end up going to your website and they order product. They might not, want to come on board at first as a preferred customer, as a partner, but if they come on board as a retail customer, then what happens is you're going to earn the difference between the retail price and the wholesale price. So we're just going to focus on the Protovite, and the retail price of Protovite is $89, the wholesale is $68, and you're going to earn the difference of $21. That's actually going to be paid to you in your monthly check. That's a retail bonus. Now, one of our new enhancements to the compensation plan is you're also going to earn a fast start check on what they order. So a fast start check will pay on one product. So if they order one bottle of Protovite, you're going to earn fast start of 30% on the $68, which is the $20.40. So you can see if you add those two together, you've earned over $40 on their retail sale of $89. So that's exciting. So what happens the next month? If they decide they want to order a second time, then depending on how many customers / preferred customers you have, you're going to earn anywhere from 10 or 15 or 20% on the sale of that product each month. So that's exciting too. So work towards, bringing in customers and preferred customers, because that's really where it begins. Again, as Ed mentioned, over 90% of our company has been product driven with people using the products on a monthly basis. So just keep that in mind. Now, I prefer to help someone get into the system or show them how to do it. I know some people are, good at signing themselves up, as Cynthia had a young lady this week that went to the website and signed up herself. But if I'm putting them in, or if they're putting themselves in at a preferred customer, they get to get the supplement at the same price that Ed and I and you get it for. We get it at wholesale cost. The only thing is as a preferred customer, they're going to agree to do a monthly subscription. They can do it for one bottle of product, 2 bottles of product, or as many bottles or products that they want. They have the option to order 1 or more on a monthly subscription. And I helped a rep yesterday put in a preferred customer who wanted to order 2 bottles every other month. So that was okay. They can certainly do that. So what happens at the preferred customer level is if you put in a preferred customer and they order Protovite, of course, they're not paying retail. They're getting it at the same price that you and I get it for, at $68. And you're going to still earn that 30% fast start, which is $20.40. And then if you only have one preferred customer, the next month when they order, you're going to earn 10%. But if you have 5 or more, you're going to earn 15% on the CV on that product. Or if you have 20 or more customers, you're going to earn 20%. So literally by sharing and just building preferred customers, these are people who just want to use the product. They want to save. They want to get it at the same price we get it for, but they have no interest in building the business. You could literally build a business of preferred customers and earn $1,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a month over time, because it takes time to build residual income. It's not going to happen in the first week or month. It's a 2 to 5 year plan to build a strong residual business. So moving down to the partner side of the business, the difference is these guys or gals that come on board, they may have already been in the system as a preferred customer, and they say, hey, I really have friends and family that could be blessed with these supplements. I'd like to be able to share with them. Then it's real simple. We just get their social security number. We put them in the system as a partner. They're still getting the product at wholesale. And when they get the product at wholesale, you know, if they're coming on brand new as a partner, you're going to get that 30% fast start check. At the partner level, though, they do need to order 130 or more to be qualified to earn thank you checks, and also for that fast start check to kick in for you.
There might be a couple of questions there. Why do we need their social security number? Well, legally, we've got to give them a 1099. They're an independent distributor for the product. They've got to get a 1099 for the income they earn. But it opened up a home-based businesses, as Jeff has said, the gig phenomenon that's going on now. A lot of people are working from home. They've realized that, you know, traffic and commuting and all that is all time. And some people I know commute an hour and a half, especially in Charlotte, to get to work every day. Traffic can be horrendous, so working from home is real appealing to a lot of people. But they do have a Social Security number, an IEN number, you know, that they're starting their own business.
Yeah, exactly. And I want to mention too, before I forget it, I want to talk about the engagement bonus. You know, encourage your new partners when they come on board to get on a monthly subscription. As Cynthia mentioned, you can get a discount even deeper on the product, depending on if you're a silver, gold, or platinum. And that's basically on how much product that you order. So I won't get into that program right now, but it is a great program. You could get all the way up to free shipping and as much as a 4% discount on the cost of your product. And also earn, you know, it's, as Cynthia called it, profit sharing in the business through earning a share in our map pool. But the engagement bonus is also a new enhancement that we just added to the compensation plan, and I love it because what happens is if you're bringing on a brand new person, you know, they're going to feel the results of the Protovite and the Brain Reward and the Insorb. They're going to feel it quickly. And I let people know, hey, this is something that's not going to take weeks or months. You're going to feel it in days. But, you know, you've got a health challenge, or, you know, you're going to need to experience and be on the supplements for 3 or 4 months. So let's just get a monthly subscription set up so you don't run out of product. And if you get your new person or partner on the monthly subscription, then you have the opportunity to earn an engagement bonus. So what is that? I heard it said like this. It's kind of like a triple fast start check. And what I mean is if I'm putting a brand new person in and they order for the first time, I'm going to earn the 30% on their order of 130 or more. And then the next month, when their monthly subscription pulls in the system, then the company is going to send us the following Monday a 15% fast start on what they earn. So that can end up being significant, and it's also paying you as you're building your business. So in the beginning, you know, I always say it's easier to build fast than slow. So make sure when you're sharing with your new partners, have them, you know, commit to a monthly subscription. That way you're not having to follow up, you know, at the end of 30 days to see if they need to order product again.
Now, you want to follow up with your customers at every step of the way. You want to make sure they get their product on time, make sure they know how to take it. But don't shy away from the monthly subscription, because even on an every other month basis, and this is what I tell people, if you're shy of signing up on a monthly subscription, let's put you on an every other month subscription right now. If you do that, they're going to realize they're running out of product. They're going to call you back up, or if you're staying in touch with them, you're going to call them back up and say, look, we had you on every other month. You realize the product's doing what we told you it would do. Let's step up your auto ship or your monthly subscription to an every month subscription. And we've had plenty of people start doing that. I mean, we're realizing it right now that they go from every other month once they realize the product will work to every month. And then eventually they become partners and say, hey, can I earn some income doing this? And then you can show them the partner program and show them how they can absolutely do what you're doing and create a residual income and a significant residual income. I mean, this program's brand new, but I could see where people could make $2,000 to $4,000 a month easily just with customers. It's not going to be a big, a big jump to do that. And, as Cynthia said, she's never paid for a product. She's always earned more than her product cost her, and she's put money back in her product. And that's our goal with every new partner in the company, is to make sure that they earn back what they paid for, and also they earn more than they paid for. Our first goal is to get them flush. The second goal is to make sure they're making income out of it, and it's worth their while to work the business. And now we've got a compensation plan that will compensate them for doing that.
Right.
Compensation plan in the past was great, but this one's even better.
Yeah, and I want to mention too, because I didn't take it to the next level as far as the engagement bonus. So if you bring someone into the business and they're, ordering the first month, you're going to get that 30% fast start. The second month, if they're on a monthly subscription, you're going to earn 15% on what they order through wholesale. And then the next month after that, you're going to get another 15% bonus. So that's why I called it a triple fast start. You get the 30% on the first order, the 15% on the second and third monthly order. And that's again called the engagement bonus. So, we will do a deeper dive at some point on a Saturday training to help you understand as you're building the compensation plan and how it works in more depth, because you do get paid, on levels. And we just want to help you succeed and help you shorten your learning curve. So I believe that's going to be the end, Ed, except for I want to cover a few resources. So important to get to know your website. You have a website, Ed and I have a website, vni.life / if you don't know what it is, please call your sponsor of the company. And from that point, we can help and teach you, your back office. When you do go to the vni.life site, to get to your part of the site, click on partner site. That's where you're going to find the information about the business. When you land on the VNI Life site, it's really geared towards, customers, preferred customers, and retail customers. In the partner site, you're going to see a tab that says news. This is where you're going to find a lot of the tools that have already been created, a lot of the webinars, the recordings that you might not have had an opportunity to listen to. So be sure and check out the news section. When you're logged into your back office, you're going to see a dashboard. And in the dashboard, you're going to find that your conference calls that are recorded. You're going to see a calendar. You're going to see your volume for the month. And the dashboard section is going to help you build your business. Another important thing about the corporate calls is, as I mentioned, they're recorded. So you can go into your back office, into your dashboard, and go back and listen, to those calls. And these are the calls that Victory is promoting right now. We have the product call the first Monday of the month. That's one of my very favorite calls. Bill Downs and Steve Kushner host this call with Jeff Hooks, and we learn so much. We've known Bill for many years, and we've known Steve for many years too, and they just have so much knowledge, and we learn every single month that we hear them on our product call. We also have a kickoff call with Jeff Hooks the first Tuesday of every month, so we're always excited about that because we learn about new things going on in the company, and so that's a call you want to plug into. And then every Thursday night, we have a product and business webinar that Jeff Hooks hosts, who is our president. He does a phenomenal job. All these webinars are recorded. This is a tool in itself that you could send to a brand new prospect. Last Thursday, we had Bill Downs on the call, and Bill did a phenomenal job of doing the overview on the product, and then Jeff covered the business end. So that was a super call that you may want to share. Again, this is recorded. You can find these calls in the news section in your back office. And then we also, have our corporate calls each month. And so that's the leadership calls, the third Tuesday of the month. And that's our recognition call. So this is about, helping people, promoting people, and So make sure you get your team to listen in on our corporate leadership call, which again is the third Tuesday of the month. So that is, I believe, the end of our presentation. I'm going to take it off a screen share. And we'll go back to the screen. And, Ed and I are so grateful that you guys joined us today. Again, we're here to help support. And Ed, would you like to have any closing comments?
I'm laughing because Gina told me before the call, she said, look, I've created a presentation. We're going to be in and out of this thing in 30 minutes flat. And we've taken
it's been an hour.
And I told her,
we're over.
I said, babe, you've got an hour presentation there. And we are exactly an hour.
So we are over. So we're going to end the call. We want to thank you all again for joining us. We love you. God bless. Have a wonderful weekend and reach out to us.
Do appreciate you being here.
And thank you, Jeff Hooks, for giving us this opportunity.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Bye-bye, guys.